Let me give you the science of hope, students, educators. Let me take you back to the 1950s. About 1952, Harvard graduate, the great Kurt Richter, he does this set of experiments. He takes these big high-sided buckets and he fills them up halfway with water. He puts a hose in there so the water circulates around. And he takes these rats that were born in the lab and he drops them in. And he starts this stopwatch. And these little guys start swimming around the bucket. And he finds in about 12 minutes they start to struggle. Their little heads go under and they pop up and they go under and they pop up. And right at about the 15-minute mark, they start sinking to the bottom of the bucket. And Richter and his team allow them to drown to death. It's 1950s. I don't know what to tell you. But then he takes a second set of rats. He takes the same bucket, the same water level, the same hose. He takes a second set of rats, drops them in, starts to watch. 12 minutes later, they start to struggle. Right about the 15-minute mark, these ones start sinking to the bottom as well. But this time, Richter plunges his arms into the water. He reaches way to the bottom, and he grabs the little guys. He pulls them out, he dries them off, and he lets them rest. Only for a few moments. Then he picks them back up and drops them back in the bucket. And he starts to watch again. He finds in about 12 minutes, they're still swimming around the bucket. The 15-minute mark, still swimming in the bucket. 30 minutes later, still swimming in the bucket. An hour later, still swimming in the bucket. 2 hours later, still swimming in the bucket. 3 days later, 60 hours they swam. Look it up, educators. It'll blow your mind. 60 hours they swam. Nobody could explain it. But Richter did. You ready for this? He believed they were holding on to the possibility that someone was going to save them again. See, in their tiny little rat brains, they knew what hope felt like. See, they had felt it once before. You know when they got saved? And they were waiting for it. Oh, it's coming. Where is it? How much greater is the human mind? How much greater is the human spirit that when you give someone hope one time, they might hold on for a lifetime. Let me tell you how great that is, students, educators. That's a 5-year-old little girl. That's a 25-year-old man that's hopeless. She doesn't know she has hope inside of her. She walks over to him, she dumps a big bucket of hope all over him, and then she picks him up and she dries him off and she lets him rest from that hopelessness just for a few moments. She probably saved his life. That's the same hope that you all have inside of you. You could give it to other people if you choose to. It's a choice that you'll make. It's the beginning of the solution to this problem. The fact that you all have hope inside of you that you could give to other people, especially the ones that need it the most. But it's a choice you have to make, to become someone's 16th century bully, to become their sweetheart. You all have that power.
All right, Rick, we're here to wrap up in this last conversation, this thing called hope, these sweethearts that carry hope and give hope to other people to possibly change and or save their life. The Richter study, one of our favorite things to talk about, really gives them the feeling in their tiny little rat brains of what it's like to be saved. And then once someone has that feeling, it gives them this ability to hold on to the possibilities that exist for their future. And you know that feeling better than anybody, and it certainly probably makes it easier the next time you're struggling with hopelessness.
Absolutely, and here's the thing. You can't tread water forever. Eventually you get tired and you end up giving up. It's hope. You can't hold on to hope forever either, unless somebody gives it to you and kind of re-energizes and just keeps giving it to you so that you can hold on until you get past that point where you don't have to have that person so much every single day to give you hope. We have to hold on, but we can't hold on forever. So we have to recognize that we have to keep re-energizing. We have to keep giving those kids hope when they truly need it.
You always say hope may last a day, it may last a year, one instance of giving someone hope. But the reality is, just as Coach Spector and I talked, you got to be in shape, you got to condition yourself, you got to do it over and over and over again. You got to keep giving kids hope. So Let's get in our circles. Let's talk about the way we could do it over and over and over again, giving people hope, especially those that need it the most. So that's what we're going to focus on in our circle today, is how do we do it repetitively, give hope to people, and become their 16th century bully.